Welcome back to the ChessGoals YouTube channel. We're doing a question and answer video again. I'm trying to post these almost every Monday. So leave your questions in the comments section below and I will get to them in the next question and answer video. And we're also going to go over updates today. So we had one comment question from last video from B-City 2000. And he asked if hillbillies are offended by the name of the attack. I don't know. I haven't talked to any hillbillies about this, and I feel like the demographic of the people watching the YouTube channel doesn't overlap well with the hillbilly demographic. But I'm definitely open to being a little bit more sensitive with the opening name. B City also asks, are all chess players as good looking as you? I would say probably better. I've run the statistics on it, and I think it was like 63% of chess players are better looking than me. Any tips for players who are only smart enough to play checkers? Yeah, practice with just the king and pawns first. That's a good way to kind of learn how to move the pawns and then slowly introduce one new piece at a time. Gradually, you can go from a checkers player to a chess player with enough practice. All right, so a lot of those were just fun questions. Let's now talk about over the board chess. So, Jesse is currently playing in a March event, slow chess event here in town. And I'm excited that I'm preparing for an event in 12 weeks. That's going to be a 7 round event over the course of 4 days. And this is something where I can kind of work on my chess again and really set a goal for myself to study chess every single day. And then hopefully, when I get to the event, I can perform at the highest level that I'm capable of with the time given. So, what I'm going to do for my study plan, I have 12 weeks until the tournament. I'm going to start this first week with reviewing all of my opening lines in Chessable. Just a first pass using the learn function, not doing the review. I want to just have an overview of all the main lines that I want to play. And I'm going to focus on ChessGoals courses for this tournament. I'm going to play the Caro-Kann, the Dynamic Slav, and the classical 1D4 course. That's my plan at this point. But I may kind of have some backup lines ready, depending on if I think my opponent has prepared for me, or maybe I'm just feeling some different openings at the time when I get to the event. So then, starting in week 2 and onward, I'm going to be following the 12-week over the board master plan. This is for rapid and classical chess improvement for players that are reaching that master level, but it's very similar to what I would recommend for players already at the master level who want to improve even further. So, what I like about the plan is it's going to tell me exactly what to do every day. And there's going to be an extra credit section where I can do more if I want, but I can make sure to tackle the main tasks every single day and just focus on the process, right? I don't want to think too much about how I'm going to study each week. Am I going to pick up a book? Am I going to create some flashcards? I just want to have a process set. And then I'm going to work on my chess in the mornings. So every morning I'm going to wake up early, just do chess, knock out an hour or two, depending on how I feel, and just follow the plan and trust the process. I think for a lot of my extra credit work, I will focus on openings, but I'll make sure that I play enough games and analyze those games as well, because that's a big part of the study plan. And then speaking of study plans, kind of inspired by my own study plan and working on my chess again for this event over Memorial Day, we have a 25% off sale on the website for all of our study plans. If you go to chessgoals.com, there's a link in the description below for the study plans. On the banner at the bottom, it shows the code March25. That gets you 25% off any of the 12-week study plans. So go check that out. That gets you access to our Discord server as well, where we have a lot of chess improvers talking about study plans, talking about chess improvement, and we have events and some other things there as well. And then, kind of linked to this study plan that I'm doing, I will be creating videos for YouTube based on my preparation for this event. So you guys are going to get some insight into how I study, and I'm going to be reading all the comments on those videos so you can ask questions like, what are you doing to work on certain things? And I'll definitely answer them. So I'm going to be creating videos on game analysis from my games. So that's going to be a lot of blitz and rapid games online primarily, maybe a few classical games. But one of my plans is to get a ton of games in, right? I want to just see a bunch of different positions, a bunch of different structures. I won't be playing a lot of super slow games. I'm going to focus more on getting more games in and trying to take more takeaways from my play than focusing on how to play slow games because I've done a lot of that. I'll also be talking about opening tips in upcoming videos. So a lot of those will be things that maybe I got stuck on, either in Chessable or in my games. And I'll do deep dives into those opening positions that are linked to the Chess Goals courses. So I think that'll hopefully be helpful for quite a few of the viewers. I will also be doing some mat strats based on my games. So things that maybe I did wrong in my games, the opponents do wrong, or just interesting positions where maybe one side could have gone wrong. I'll create some mat strats out of those so you guys can work on those strategies as well. And then I'll also be doing visualization videos that may or may not be based on some of my prep for the event. Next update is the Caro-Kann course. This is the original Caro-Kann course. We now have, I'm excited to announce, a full Lichess live version of the course, as well as an updated version of the PGN pasted in the Google Drive location. So the updated PGN, it's mostly text. So what I did was at the end of every single line, I added an evaluation to the position, briefly explained that evaluation, and then I tried to beef up the text with things that were confusing. I caught some grammar things, tried to clean up some areas where maybe stuff was um, not looking as straightforward as I wanted it to be. So there's a new Lichess Live version. If you go to your Google Drive folder, go to the course file. There's a link to that Lichess Live version. Also, oh, there's the Hillbilly chapter in that as well. So someone requested, can you put a Hillbilly chapter so that we can train it in Chessable? That's now chapter 10. There's 4 lines in the Hillbilly, and I may be adding to that chapter as we encounter some other rare lines that are becoming popular. So with this course, you do get lifetime updates. This is one of the updates. Um, I mentioned this before, but there's also now the private YouTube videos with timestamps for every variation. So as a course owner, there's a link to that private YouTube playlist. You can go just find a video, click on a specific line, listen to Jesse and I talk about it without needing to try to watch the whole video just to get some audio and visual learning tips on those lines. There's also the 9 videos that Jesse and I recorded, of course, that you can download or watch online. There's the full PGN, has upload instructions, Chessable, chess.com. You get the Discord access to our server. We talk about the course, answer questions. And one thing I'm thinking about is a paid Chessable course. I'm curious what you guys think. If you already have the course, this probably doesn't apply to you. But if you don't have the course, would you be interested in this course being offered on Chessable? The upside is it could reach a larger audience. The downside, in my opinion, is we don't have full control. Like we just talked about all of those different things that we currently offer. With Chessable, it's very built into their structure of their website. Um, so I think if we were to list it on Chessable, the cost would be lower. But I'm curious what you guys think about that. Next update is the Caro-Kann Games course. I'm really excited about this. This is 9 chapters, one for each of the chapters in the Caro-Kann course. Out of the 9 chapters, we've recorded 6.5 so far, meaning JD and myself. Each video is 15 to 20 minutes long. So we have 9 chapters, 4 games per chapter. That's 36 games total, 15 to 20 minutes each. And there's PGNs for all 36 games. Those are already complete. So the PGNs have full analysis, and they usually start around move 10, right where the course leaves off, the Caro-Kann course, and they go all the way through the end game. So even if in the video we don't cover all the way through the last move, the PGN files do. So it's a very complete games course, 36 games with the PGNs. And I have one review left to do of the PGN files. I'm going to do a final pass, just kind of checking for grammar, checking for any moves that don't make sense. Sometimes when we record the videos, we may add a couple lines, checking that out. We are also going to have a Lichess live version of the course. So as we make changes or maybe add games, you'll get access to those games, and you will be able to download the PGN file as well. This should already be out in March. So I'm very excited about this. JD and I are at the finish line for this course. I'm interested to see what you guys think of the course. So this should be out by the end of the month. And what I'm going to do now is put a link up in a box above the microphone. That's going to be one of the full games that JD and I did from the course. I would love for you guys to check it out and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the course. Um, I'm very interested to see the feedback on this. A lot of players have asked for some middle game recommendations, and that's exactly what this course is trying to do. Get you from that Caro-Kann opening guide to the Caro-Kann middle game. All right, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave any future questions in the comment section below. And please give the video a like, subscribe, leave a comment. See you in the next video.